Happy Wednesday. It is the 4th of July, and the fireworks, I believe, are about to begin. So let's get into the chart analysis. Okay, Bitcoin finally completed its third and final low at $5,774 last week in June. Reviewing, June was a low, April was to be a low, and February was a low, while March and May were highs. Next, July will be a high, just like it was in January, which means that this blue line will break. The blue line comes in around $7,500, maybe $8,000. So this blue line is going to break relatively soon, and Bitcoin will break through that line and explode vertical. Next chart. If we look at the 10-hour chart, okay, it's a 10-hour Bitcoin chart, you'll notice the 10-hour chart back here in April 12th. We have the red EMA line, exponential moving average line. It crossed over the yellow, which was the 30 EMA line, and then you'll notice what happened. Bitcoin went vertical all the way into its cycle high in May. It turned into a sell signal. It crashed back down, made a low at $5,774, but you'll notice yesterday, July 3rd, the exact same thing happened. The red 20 EMA line just crossed over the yellow 30 EMA line. So the next thing to happen is Bitcoin is about to go vertical, just as it did right here into May. So we're going to have an April. We will have a July spike high. Next, you'll notice historically, if we look at this cycle chart at the very top, okay, this is nothing more than a flag. We have a flag pattern here, right? Approximately the third week of April, you'll notice it spiked through the flag and it was a breakout. Even though Bitcoin has come down, you'll notice it never violated the top of the flag, okay? Because the price was so high at nearly 20,000 in January, this top line is much more aggressively descending, and that's why the price has come down. But it doesn't change the fact that by the time the cycle high arrives in July, price will meet time. What that means is that price will have to explode aggressively to get back up to some very sizable highs, just as you see happening right here. Okay, so even though the price has been suppressed, we're going to see a sharp price jump very soon, possibly within the next 24, maybe 48 hours. But very shortly, Bitcoin is going to begin to spike high, and you're going to see very strong aggressive price action into about the middle of July. Next, this is Digibyte right here, the bottom chart. This is Digibyte priced in Bitcoin. And therefore, this chart is telling us that Digibyte, in addition to many other cryptocurrencies that we included in the July 1 update, Bitcoin was sitting mid-channel and was soon to move up and get to the top of the handle. And you'll see, as of currently, as of the 4th of July, as I'm speaking, Digibyte has cleared, gotten above the handle, and it closed above it yesterday on the 3rd, okay? Because it's now closed, we're sitting right here, which means that once the handle is broken, you can see here on an example, once the handle is broken, it's a sharp spike straight vertical. And this chart, the secondary chart, also confirms the same thing. So we should see Digibyte, and not only Digibyte, many of the other coins that were discussed, July 1 update, are expected to do very much the same thing. Sharp price explosions soon, extremely soon. And as I've discussed, none of this is going to happen until one major event happens. And that comes back to here, the stock markets, okay? Stock markets are expected to plunge or crash beginning as early as tomorrow. We've been waiting and waiting for this, but you'll notice that even though we've been waiting, this is critical to understand, the pattern hasn't changed, okay? So big deal, we have to stick 3 extra days in here to adjust the pattern, okay? But ultimately, you'll notice look at this historic cycle and look at the S&P. Okay, we were hoping it would drop a few days ago, but it didn't. But that didn't change the fact that we're still sitting at the tail end just before the plunge. So is it going to plunge? History says yes. Okay, history also tells us that the stock market is expected to plunge for potentially 3 days. That would put it to July 5, which would be Thursday, July 6th, which would be Friday. July 6th, the markets are expected, if it follows suit to this historic chart, the stock markets are going to close underneath all these lows here. So the low of February and the low of April are expected to be broken possibly by this Friday, with the markets closing under support, and then they plunge straight down into Monday, July 9th. So will it play out this way? Well, I can say this. We will know very, very soon. Yes, we've been waiting, but please remember, nothing is broken. The chart patterns are absolutely perfect, and this plunge here is going to cause the world to reconsider cryptocurrencies, reconsider gold and silver, and that should cause everything within our world to begin to change, and people are going to now start to go heavily into cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, and then secondly and inclusively, gold and silver. So we wait. Let's see what the next 3 trading days bring into July 9th. Will it take a few extra days? I hope not. Everything is as tight as it possibly can be on these cycle charts. And we, I think, are sitting at a precipice here within our world. So what the next few days will bring should be biblical. And let's hope it all plays out exactly as forecast within these cycle charts. God bless. I wish you and your family all the best, and be well.